Alright. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay. We'll see. I think I got it. Yep. So we'll see. So I got all the. I had to turn my sound down on the on my phone because it's echoing. Just like if you have like YouTube Live open, but your computer, it's the same thing. So I think I got it now. But I'm gonna just check and see how it looks. And hopefully we get some people in here that can let me know. But there is a little bit of a delay with the GoPro link, or the GoPro and the phone. When you link them up, there's like probably maybe like a 20-second or 30-second, maybe even delay when it goes to the phone when you're linking from your GoPro. But I have a battery pack now connected to the GoPro because the regular battery that is in there, I was just playing with it for about 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and the GoPro battery went down to 30% already, and it was at 100%. So I plugged in my battery pack to keep it going. So hopefully somebody comes in and we'll see what happens. They're coming to my live. Let me know what's going on. Let's see if I can go to the GoPro link, copy this. Go back to this. And then, can I go like this? Go to YouTube. Go to my channel. See if I can go to my channel. I'm still on my live. Go to my community and say doing test live with my new GoPro. Please stop by and let me know. Let me know how it is. So I will just see what happens here. Paste it and post it. Yeah, there we go. So the test live. I don't know how. I guess I can go back, and then I'll have to go back and edit that. There we go. Sunrise to sun. Hey, what's up, man? Sunrise to sunset. Thank you for coming in. It's working. Is it looking all right? I'm sitting in my living room right now. But I had some issues because I didn't realize I had my volume on my phone on, but there's a delay. So when I'm talking, I can hear it. So it's messing with my head right now. But excuse me. But I just wanted to make sure. Does it look good? I went to 1080. Nice, Sunrise. Congratulations, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I remember when my subs were like that, too. But I'm getting a phone call right now from my wife, so hold on. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm on the live right now. What's wrong? I don't care. I don't care. Yep. Alright. Alright, bye. Okay. Yeah, so it's looking good. I put it on 1080, so I'm streaming or in a live with 1080. I guess I could move it to 4K, but I don't think the live streaming you can only go 1080. You can't do 4K. I think when I set it up. So, but yeah, I could probably send you some baits later on. Right now, I am so backed up with baits. Like I said, I work during the day. I leave at 2 o'clock, so I get home at night at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I try to sleep and then to get up. Today I was up early because I had to take my truck in. But I got a lot of stuff. Excuse me. That I'm sending out this week. So yeah, just remind me later on about it, and then I'll get you some baits on. Right now, all the baits that I have made are all for people, and I have another order. Geo Outdoors just ordered like 4 packs of baits off me, so I got to do that this week also. And then this weekend I'm going away. I'm going up to Seven Springs with my family to do some skiing, because my daughter has a birthday party to go to. So, but I'm going skiing. I ain't going up there not skiing. So I'm gonna have fun too. Yeah, man. But definitely, yeah, I will definitely. I'll get you, babe. I try to get everybody. If they're asking me, I try to get something out there. You know what I mean, to help everybody out and just show my support for you guys supporting me. So, but yeah. But thank you for coming in this. I just wanted to test it out and make sure that it looked good. So it does look good, Sunrise. But yeah, I could see when I ask, and it's a little bit of a delay, but that's fine. I can work with that whenever I do the I can at least see the chat, and I guess I can't share any kind of screens. Yeah, okay. Oh man, I can't stop yawning. I'm tired. I got up at 7 o'clock this morning, and I went to bed at 2 o'clock, so that's not fun. So that's good. Okay, so you can see everything's real clear. That's awesome. All right. Well, I appreciate that, man. And I guess I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit and try to and just see who comes in. But yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where are you from, Sunrise? Where you located at? And where do you fish and things like that? And what do you fish for? Firebird, what's up? I got yours too. I got your baits coming. I'm so backed up right now. I was just talking to Sunrise about that. Okay, Georgia. Yep. I like Georgia, man. That's one of my favorite places to pass through when I go to Florida. We went to Florida for New Year's, and we stay in Georgia all the time. Kingston is where we stayed, or Kingsland. Kingsland or Kingsland is where we stayed. I officially later. Okay. But yeah, Firebird, I got you written down. Gainesville, Georgia is where Sunrise is from. Cool. But Firebird, I just testing this live with my new GoPro 10. I'm going live through my GoPro 10, so I wanted to, see how it works. So, but it seems like it's pretty good, and the quality is really good. The only thing is with the connection, I have like Wi-Fi extender boxes in my house, and there's like 3 different ones. So when I connected today, I went to like my regular one, and I need to be on the extender, so it was a pain in the butt to try to get the extender onto my GoPro. But now I think I got it with this GoPro app. I think it does it automatically now, so I think I'm good. Okay, you fish for bass and catfish. Yeah, I don't fish much for catfish. I guess I used to fish for catfish in the rivers a lot, and I used to use bacon, just plain bacon on a treble hook, and I'd throw it out. and we would catch catfish down by their boats, down by the docks. Would throw it up against these pillars of the bridges and things and catch catfish. But I'm a bass and muskie guy. Oh man, I can't stop yawning. Oh man. But yeah, thank you for coming in here. Firebird, I will send you some bait soon, buddy. It's just that I'm real busy. Sunrise asked the same thing. So, yeah, but I got like so many baits downstairs that I got to pack up, and I should be probably doing it right now, but this live thing, I wanted to live test it and see how it works. And I think I'm gonna like it because it's a wider view than my phone. When I have my phone in, I can only spread so much. Here's another phone call. Hold on 1 second. Hello. Yes. Hey. What's up? No, I was just curious. I have I had your glasses. I bought them at the I guess it was the Ohio Muskie Show probably 10 years ago. Okay, and I still have them, and they're still perfect. And I have all the lenses and everything. The H3, the H3Os have the white ones, I believe, and I have the different lenses for them. And I have a YouTube channel, and I have over 1,000. So I have like 1,300 subscribers. I got like 1,700 on my Instagram. I'm on Fishbane, Fish Angler, and I was looking for a sunglass company that would maybe I could represent and advertise and use on my channel. And I was just wondering if that was something you guys would be interested in maybe working with me on. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Really, like I've just seen just what I've seen on like with other people doing YouTube and stuff like that. I've seen, like what I would do is I would like use your glasses online and stuff like that, or on my videos and things like that, and use like a link that you have to buy your stuff, like it sort of advertise for you, like on my social media and stuff like that, and wear them in my videos. And some people do like a share code, like if you would give me a code where like people could buy them for like 10% off or something like that, that I could give them a code. Like if my link would be like, okay, you buy them H3Os, use off the hook 10. That's actually my YouTube channel is off the hook 10. I was off the hook outdoors, and some people would say, okay, if you want to buy my glasses, go to my link, look up H3O, use this link and use the code off the hook 10, and you get 10% off the glasses. You know what I mean? Something like that. And then I just post like advertisements like glasses, or if you have anything that you have on your websites or anything, I could take pictures of that stuff and put it to my social media and stuff like it. Just basically I'm advertising for you, you know what I mean? But I just really like the glasses because they lasted me so long and they're still good. And I was like, I wanted something for my followers and subscribers and everything to be able to afford, because you know how the glasses out there nowadays are $300, $400, $500 for decent glasses, and I wanted something more on like your price ranges for my subscribers that can afford that. You know what I mean? So if that's something you would be interested in, okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. Go pushing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and that was like information, like I would research the product so I know about the product, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna just say, I'm not like one of them guys that are on there that just want to be like sponsored and get free stuff. I'm here, I understand it works both ways. You need something for me to get something from you. So I know how it works with the ad, I wanna promote your stuff for you and sell your products for you. And in return, you let me use your products to do that with it. And so that's what I'm trying to get. I'm not gonna say, oh oh yeah, I want freestyle. I want you to send me everything you got. I want you to just keep sending me all this stuff. I just wanted to use the product so I could promote them for you, and I really use the glasses and like them. You know. I have I guess it's the one where you just pop the lenses out. I can't even remember what it was. What is it? Yeah, hold on. I got it right here actually. I got it right here. And let me open them up and see. I got the white ones and ice. Are they ice ones? Yeah, that's how long ago I did them. Yeah, you still have the ice for you though. Yeah. Yeah, so I have the ice and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 different lenses. Yeah, I got all that, and I got like a semi-hard cable. So, yeah, if you think about it, like work on it, and then give me a call back or something. We can work on something. Yep. Okay. So, yes, I have a YouTube channel. If you want to, do you want to email me, and then I'll just email you all my stuff, and then it's like a it's an unprofessional professional media kit that I have. It's basically I'll just list all my stuff that I have. You can go check it out, and if you see something that you like, and you would want to work with me, give me a call back. And if I'm not what you like, then I understand that also. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay. My email is Ted, T-E-D, and that's Polanowski, that's P-O-L-A-N-O-W-S-K-I, Junior, J-R, @gmail.com. I have one of those too. I do have one of those. T-W-A-O. Yep. I know, and my wife bought me that, and I was like, I need to upgrade that. So I went to a Gmail, but I still have an AOL account too. So. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Yep. Shoot me an email, and then I will shoot you all my information. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. All right, everybody's in there. I'm sorry. I just got a phone call from another sunglass company who might want to work with me with fishing sunglasses. So I'm kind of excited about that also. I got the Fishaholic sunglasses. I'm maybe going to be working with them. And then this is H3O sunglasses that just called me back. And they just gonna email me, and then I gotta send them my media kit to see if they like it. So we'll see what happens. Sorry that I left so long, but this is all real life. This is what happens during it. So, but I thank you all for coming to Bogley's. Thank you for coming in, man. Let's see, Bogley's. Who's what's it say? Let me catch up on the chat here. Bogley's, thank you. Got to get back. I'll be checking you out. Fish multi-species, anything. Okay, so Firebird Bogley's was in here. Keeping it real, thank you. Gotta get back to work. Yeah, where everybody, I gotta work at 2 o'clock today. Yeah, man, sorry, Sunrise. I left and I had to go out of the room and talk a little bit. You probably heard what we were talking about, but whatever. That's just real life with me. So, but yeah, it's awesome with this new GoPro, the GoPro 10, and I have a battery pack here, but I'm going to buy this other battery pack that actually mounts. The GoPro mounts right on top of the battery pack. It's for a GoPro, and then the battery pack mounts on the GoPro mount. So I'm going to probably get something like that. I have a battery pack on there now, and it was 100%, and it's only at 98% right now. So, but let me see something. Yeah, and it's going up because I was at 20% on my camera, but that battery pack is doing well, so that's nice. Sponsors are good for a channel. I need to get a few. Hey, what's up, Gio? Yeah, if you want to come into this way to pick them up, if not, I can send them. I'm real busy. I know you got some time, but I don't know how much time I got. But I could probably meet you during the day if you really wanted to. That's no problem. That way we don't have to ship them out to you. But I'll start working on them. I got so many baits right now that I need to send out this week. And like I said, I work 3 to 11:30. So when I get home, it's like I don't get to bed till 2. So when I get up, it's usually around 9 or 10. And it's hard to get everything situated with the everyday life and then getting ready for work again. But yeah, and this weekend, I'm running around. I'll be up Seven Springs, I think, Saturday. So I'm trying to get everything out this week. And then Sunday, I'll probably get some stuff out. So yeah, but I'm working on it. But I was just excited to get this GoPro up and running, so I think it's doing pretty good here. So, but I'm in the 1080. Can't do 4K on live streams with the GoPro yet, but I think they're gonna try to do something, upgrade it now. But yeah, and there's different views too. So does it look like there's like a fisheye view in this at all? Does it have any kind of? Does it look pretty good? Because there's a linear setting also, but I didn't put it on a linear setting. I put it on a wide view, so it would get like a lot. Just let me know when you want to. Okay, I will, Gio. I will. I'll probably get on them early next week, making baits, or this Sunday. When I get home, I'll probably hopefully have everything shipped out by then, and then I will start your order this weekend. So, but I don't know if you got my email back. That blue is it's a pearl blue that I have right now. So if you're okay with that, I can make it pretty dark, but it'll be like a pearl blue on it, and it'll look good with the black. But yeah. Hey, Mr. Tully, what's up, bud? I just doing a quick live here to see how it's working out with my new GoPro 10. I'm live streaming straight from my GoPro instead of my phone, and I'm using my phone to keep up with the chat now. So a little more advanced. I stepped up in the world. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. Okay, cool. I just got a GoPro mounting kit. No, it's looking great. No fisheye. Okay, good. And same with our sunrise. All right, really, that's awesome. You see my buddy right there. So I got him in the picture, but I'll let you guys see something real quick here. I could do this now. I could turn my GoPro and show you some of my deer. There's my biggest deer right there. There's another one right there. There's my buddy there, and then there's one right above the TV right there. And then I got 3 or 4 downstairs. So, but yeah, I'm glad it looks great, man. And I can't wait to take my GoPro out on the boat. And I'm going to be doing like the third person view with this. And I'll be doing lives straight from the boat. So this GoPro will be mounted on my windshield on my boat. And it'll be looking to the front of the boat where I stand all the time. And so it'll be like you're right on the boat with me, which I think it'll be cool. And I'll keep the live stream going when I'm driving from different spots. So you guys are going to see everything that I do, you know, exactly what I'm doing, how I do it. There'll be no editing or anything in those things. So I'm looking forward to the lives like that. Sleeping bugs. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to doing the lives from the GoPro from the boat. So that'll be awesome. But you do need a Wi-Fi connection for that. And I'm in my house, which I have 2 box extenders in my regular Wi-Fi, and I'm on the one extender right now, which was kind of hard to get to do. I couldn't figure it out. I had to go to my regular Wi-Fi first, then I had to connect to the box, the extender, which was a pain in the butt. But I didn't know because I'm not technical. So like the GoPro thing, I feel like I accomplished something awesome now because I'm usually the one that I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. So, but on the boat, I have a hotspot in my truck, but I don't have a hotspot on my phone. So my wife has a work phone that she has a hotspot with. So I'll probably take that phone out on the boat with me, and then I'll connect to that hotspot, that Wi-Fi channel there whenever I do it. So. But yeah, that would be awesome. I'm going to hide this real quick. And I'm going to go into, not this. I'm going to go into this. Get out of here, go to here. I'm going to tell my, okay. Let's see here. Let's go back into that. There we go. That's my plan, to get 3 view angles when I get on the boat. I'm looking to get 360 cameras. Awesome. Yeah, that would be really cool with the 360 camera. Do you have any suggestions for any videos I could do? What I guess I'm looking forward to trying some of your baits this spring. I won on your last live. Yeah, I mean, I catch them. I don't make baits that don't catch fish. I'm not saying that to like say I'm bragging or something, but all the colors and things that I do, I made all the baits that I made. I mean, I've been making baits for a while, but I only started bringing them onto my YouTube channel, and I test them out, like the different colors and things. So they've all caught fish already, or I gave them to somebody and they caught fish on. You know, like I try all the baits that I make out, but my pig sticks, I catch fish on them all the time. My grass donkeys, burrow bugs, and the off the hook grubs are all, they've been proven to catch fish. And let's see. You're telling me also. GoPro looks good. All right, thanks, Small Water. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just starting to. Today is my first time testing it out, and it was a pain in the butt for me to figure it out. But once you have the GoPro app, it's a lot easier. Like I was researching, it looked so difficult. But then the hardest part was me getting on the Wi-Fi, and then I have 2 booster boxes up here. Well, you have to connect to my regular Wi-Fi first, then I have to piggyback and go to my booster box off of that, and I didn't know that. I thought it would just automatically connect, like with my phone when I'm in the house. As I walk around, it'll connect to the best connection through the boxes. Well, on the GoPro, it doesn't. You have to tell it where to go, and I didn't know that. So then finally, I figured that out through my wife, text messages and some profanity also. But I figured it out, and it seems like it's pretty good. So, and I was just hoping that the camera looks good, but it's 1080. You can't stream in 4K. I thought you could, but you can't. But I think it looks good on my phone. It looks good anyway. So I was testing it out to see how it looked. But I'm really excited to have this on the boat. And I do have a battery pack connected to it because I had a fully charged battery. When I put it in, it was 100%, but then when I kept turning it on and off, my battery went down in about 30 to 40 minutes. It went down to 30% from 100%. So that's just something for you guys to know. If you're using GoPros for your lives or whatever, you're going to definitely want a backup battery pack plugged in. Okay. So your DJI goes live also. That's cool. And there's John, is that that's that smaller camera that you have, like the handheld one? Is that the one you're talking about? But yeah, it's cool now where I can sit on my chair, my favorite chair, and do a live just to hang out type deal too. It's nice to not be under so much pressure now when you're with the camera with the making baits and things like that. Yeah, I just got a phone call from H3O's sunglasses while I was on the live, and I walked away. Sony action cam that I went live with. Yeah, the eat battery, power fast. Yeah. And they were asking about me sending them my media kit to maybe have the sunglasses. I got the Fishaholics that are cheaper. You know, like 24, 28. They're anywhere from 25 to $35 for a pair of sunglasses from Fishaholic. But the H3Os are a little more expensive. They're around anywhere from $100 to $300 for a pair of glasses. So it's kind of nice to have maybe 2 pair of glasses, you know, two different price ranges for subscribers. Have something that's affordable but decent, and have something on a little bit higher end. They're not Costas or Wiley X's or anything like that, but the H3Os I've had for about 10 years. I bought them at a Muskie show. I bought them at a Muskie show probably 10 years ago, and it came with like 5 different pairs of lenses, and you pop the lens out and use them, and they're still like brand new. So I really liked them. So I reached out to those guys about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they just called me back today, and they wanted, you know, all the information on my social media, what I call a media kit. So it's just basically you're giving them a description about you, your personal life. You give them a description. That's what I do anyway. You can set your media up kit any way you like it, but I do a description, a paragraph or 2 of my personal life, and then I do a description of my fishing and hunting life. And I tell them about me and my family, and then I give them all my social media contacts where they could look at it, and then I give them all my subscriber counts and all my follower counts, and give them, you know, access to reach all that and take a look at it. And if they like what they see through your videos and your postings on social media, then they decide if they want to work with you or not, and then it's in their hands after that. And that's what I always tell them. I said, you know, you could look at my stuff. If you like it and want to work with me, that's awesome. If you don't, I understand that too, if I'm not what you're looking for. And that's just the way it goes. And let's see, let's catch up in the chat here. I did not email them. I actually called them, Gio. I called them about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I asked them about, you know, hey, would you, and they just called me and said, yeah, we don't really do that. But then I was telling them a little bit about myself and what I'm doing, and I said, you know, it's about, you know, it ain't about them giving me free stuff, and that's how, it doesn't work that way. When you got a sponsor, they want you to advertise for them. You got to give them something, and you got to show your worth, what you can do for them. And then they'll give you the products naturally if you're doing a good job and you're selling their products for them. They're not just going to give you all kinds of free products and you just go use them and you don't make an effort to, you know, promote them. So you got to definitely do some work and promote them and, you know, stick with them. And if, you know, you make a good relationship and then you have, you know, you have some products for yourself. And then I was telling them about, you know, subscribers and followers that, you know, I'm going to be promoting them to you guys. And then, but I need something for you guys to get a discount off of them also. So if they could give me like a share code for some money off of them and everything to help, you know, with that. So that's how it works. Hey, what's up, Ray? How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Just trying to do this live with the GoPro 10, the new GoPro. Just checking out the quality and just hanging out with you guys for a little bit. And then I'm probably gonna stick around for about an hour or so, and then I'm gonna probably go get ready for work and maybe take a nap. But I have my truck that I had to get up this morning at like 7 o'clock. I had to take my GMC down to get tie rods and tie rod ends, so that's another $800 that I put into the truck. I just put $4,700 into the transmission. I just got a new transmission put in the truck 2 weeks ago, and then this week I need tie rods, so it's over $5,000 in the last 3 weeks that I put in this truck. So it's a little bit we gotta watch what's going on for the next couple weeks for money wise. So you're in Facebook jail a lot. Okay, yeah, I have a new sponsor. I got BC Bay Company with the saving code. That's cool. Yeah, and that's what you got to do, and you got to work at it. Hey, Clayton the Fishing Nut, what's up? He was on the live last night late too, and I didn't get to bed till probably 2:30, and I got up at 7 this morning. So, but yeah, sponsorship is I don't want to go out there and get 10 different sponsors because I can't handle all that stuff, you know. I just wanted to pick and choose what I use, you know, and it's like I use hooks, so I went with Vector hooks. I have them. I have angler tungsten for the tungsten weights because they're expensive. So I wanted to get with a hook company, a weight company, now sunglass company, and the Fishaholic has clothing also, and which I really like. So they're supposed to send me some pairs of glasses, I think, for the kids, and some clothing to wear in my videos and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing that, and then we'll see what happens with the H3O sunglass company. But they're a little high, they're higher end than the Fishaholics, but the Fishaholics are more affordable. I wanted, like I said, I wanted something for everybody, you know. So if you want a cheaper sunglass that's easy to afford, something that you can afford, I went with the Fishaholics, and they have clothing, hats, and things like that. And I think I'm backing away from my clothing line a little bit because there's some issues with shipping, and I have to order 20 shirts at a time now to save money, and they won't ship them out unless I have 20 shirts, and it's hard to sell it like that because I don't want to stock shirts because people want different colors, short sleeve, long sleeve, hoodies, so I can't stock all that. I don't have enough to get enough overhead. I don't sell that many to stock them. So I was taking orders, 2 here, 3 here, but I can't do that because if somebody orders today, I might not be able to order them till next month, and I don't want my my supporters waiting that long for stuff. So I may back off of my clothing, where some of my sponsors' clothing throughout it, but what I'm planning on doing is buying my own equipment to make my own clothing. So, and that was a suggestion from my wife. And I may buy a heat press and transfer papers and printers, and then I make my own stickers if I get a Cricut cutter or circuit cutter, whatever you call them. So I'm going to try to get into, my daughter would like making the stickers and everything, and then I'll get the heat press and I'll make my own shirts on. I can put on whatever I want on my shirts later on in life here. So, but that's it. Yeah, and my Fishaholic glasses, they are out of Pennsylvania, out of PA. So that's a good thing. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that though, but yeah, it was kind of cool they were local. And yeah, but the H3O's out of like South Carolina or something like that. But yeah, it's cool to stay local. But in PA, there ain't many shops. I mean, there's probably little bait shops and things like that around. There's like Fish USA and stuff, and that's for products and baits. So they're a bigger company, but they're located up in Erie, PA, and I may approach them at some point. But like I said, I don't want to get to a point where I'm just having to please my sponsors all the time and not being able to do what I like. So I'm just sticking with a couple sponsors for now, and see how that goes. And then, you got to learn, and you got to start somewhere. I don't want to start off with 15 different ones and not be able to satisfy what they'd like to do. So, the Vector hooks, I got my own share code for them. They don't even give me a share code for other people. That's kind of weird, but they don't give a share code for other people. I only get the discount. And then my Eternal Anglers, that's with Pawn Predator Nation and Nick and all those guys. I'm with them. They sell products and things like that too. So, and then I'm on the Fish Brain Ambassador. I'm an ambassador for Fish Brain. So there's a lot of stuff I'm into right now, but I don't want to overwhelm myself with all these sponsors and take away from the fun out of it, Yeah, John. All right, buddy. Good luck today. Be safe. Tell Lindy I said hello. Big Skip, what's up, man? Great picture. So is that good? You like it? Yeah, I'm on my GoPro 10. I'm streaming from the GoPro. So figured that out today with some profanity involved, but I figured it out with the help of my wife. There were some choice words said to myself during this, but I got it to work. Got a battery pack power in the GoPro because I was messing with it for about 40 minutes, and it went from 100 to 30% on my battery pretty quickly in like 30 or 40 minutes. So I I plugged my backup battery pack into it and everything's working good. So, but I'm glad the picture is good, and that's what I was looking for, like a step up a little bit. I was using my phone, which I think was decent also, but I like the GoPro because I can move it around a little better, and then I can follow the chats now on my phone. There is a delay when I'm looking at my phone as opposed to what I'm saying on the GoPro. It's about a 20-second delay, and I couldn't figure out the sound, so I had my phone volume up, so everything I was saying, it was echoing back to me, and I couldn't figure that out. So I lowered the volume on my phone, and everything's good now. But yeah, I'm excited about the GoPro now. So that was a Valentine's gift from my family to me. So thank them. Yeah, well, I can help you out now. I did a lot of research. I always do that before I buy something. I've been looking on YouTube how to do a GoPro, how to go live streaming, you know, the pros and cons of the GoPros. I had something in my community page posted a couple weeks ago, and I listed like a GoPro, I think 8, 9, 10 or something, or 7, 8, 9, 10, and I asked a lot of people what they were buying, and there was a lot of people that was telling me the 8. And I was going into it and I was looking at it, but the 8 don't have the screen on the front and back. And you can do the same stuff with the GoPro, but the GoPro has a 5.3K now. Their screens are better than the 9s. There's no delay in the screening, and they have a 2.0 processor now. So everything's a little faster. And I think the slow motion will be better on the GoPro 10 with the 5.3K. You can do better slow motion. I just gotta hope that if I do the 5.3K and I go slow motion, because YouTube don't support, well, they support up to 8K on YouTube, but you got to know how to rename files and things when you're uploading your videos, and I don't know how to do any of that. So I'm hoping that if I use the 5.3K but I use it in the slow motion, that I could upload the slow motion pictures on YouTube. But if it's in that 5.K format, I don't know if it'll work. So I'm going to test that out on like a fish release, or I might even do like a short or something and do something in slow motion and see if it works first before I get all excited and start recording all kinds of stuff, and then I get upset when it doesn't upload. So I'm going to probably do some testing uploads. So you may see something posted publicly, but then you'll see it taken down if it doesn't work. So that's all. Just living in. And hey, buddy, thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, it ain't too. What GoPro do you have, Living MN? I don't know which one you have. This is the GoPro 10. You can go live, I believe, on all of them, but there's different ways to do it. If you Google how to go live on a GoPro, it'll give you the exact what to do on different ones. It'll say the GoPro 10, how to go live, GoPro 8, GoPro 7. Now, there's some that you have to go through a third party to go live through the GoPro, but I think the 8, 9, and 10, if you have the GoPro app on your phone, you can go live through the GoPro that way. That's what I did. And it was really easy to do it, but I have a Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi, then I have these extender boxes in my home so I can get the Wi-Fi all over the house. But I have 2 boxes. So I thought that the GoPro would just pick up any box like your phone does. Like when I walk downstairs, it might pick up one of my extender boxes down there automatically. But the GoPro doesn't. You have to tell the GoPro what Wi-Fi connection you're at. So before you get on your live, go into your phone, see what connection you're at. Then you got to tell the GoPro to use that connection. It doesn't automatically pick it up. Your phone will. So now, like during the lives, I'm worried about like my phone switching to another a box, and then my GoPro doesn't get it and it shuts off. So that's why I'm doing a test right now to see what's going on. All mine are 7s, yeah, and I believe you can do 7 on there. I am not using an external mic at all. This is straight from the GoPro. so I don't know how the sound is, but this is just the GoPro. I don't have any external mics or anything on it. It's just a plain GoPro right now. But the new GoPro 10 has like 4 different mics on it. But they do sell a media kit. It's a case that goes around the GoPro, and it has an external mic on it. And I have a wireless mic also. I mean, a wired mic, but I can't plug it into my GoPro, but I can plug it into my phone. So whenever I do videos and stuff, I'm going to have a wired mic, one of them lav mics. What does Gio say? When you do a drawing for giveaways, do you use a random comment picker? I can do now. I could do like a spin wheel or a comment picker on my phone now. Before, when I was live streaming from my phone, Geo, I was just picking numbers. It was easier to just write a number down, and somebody and then in the chat they would just say a number. And that was easy. That's easier for me. I might even still do that route. I don't know if I'm gonna do random pickers. I might just keep picking numbers. It's so much easier to do that. But now with my phone, I could share. I could go to, like, I could close this off, and I could go to like, let's see, I could go to like Google, and let's see if I could do this while I'm on this live stream without it disconnecting. Let's see if I could do like I go on my phone now while I'm going live, and I could still on here. Let's see, a spin wheel. Let's try that. Spin the wheel. Wheel of names. I can go on here. Yeah, see, I could do a wheel of names while I'm doing the chat, but then I got to go back into my chat, check it out. Then I got to go back into my wheel. I got to just share screen. It's basically like on your computer when you're sharing screens. I just got to do that on my phone. That's all. So it'll work. I love the StreamYard giveaway tool. Yeah, StreamYard giveaway tool is awesome because it does all the work basically for you, and it's quick and it's easy. I really like that a lot. But I don't have a computer to do that, to go through StreamYard. I do StreamYard through my phone, but you can't share screens. You can't do nothing on a phone like you can on a computer. So that's my next big buy will probably be a MacBook because I do all my stuff with Apple. And Apple is compatible with the GoPro. I have all the GoPro apps on my phone that makes it easier. Like, I can control the GoPro from my phone if I want. Like, if I really wanted to stop recording or whatever, or go do a time lapse or anything, I can control that all from my phone without even messing with the GoPro. And then also, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the GoPro voice commands. I'm going to set that up for the front. It's going to be on my boat, my windshield of my boat, looking in the front of the boat. So it'll be like you guys will be on the boat with me. And then while I'm fishing, I'll have my other GoPro on my head or my chest, and I'll be fishing. And then if I'm getting fish or if I'm getting a hit or something, I could say, like, the GoPro record or whatever. You can do that. And I don't even know if I'm saying, I think the voice command's off. But you got to make sure it's on when you're saying it. But when you don't want to use the voice command, you got to make sure it's off, because if you forget about that, which a lot of people do, you waste a lot of battery life because you're talking and your camera will come on if you say the GoPro commands. And there's certain GoPro, I think there's 16 commands that you can tell the GoPro and it'll listen to you. So you got to be careful with that stuff. Yeah, the giveaway tool is awesome on the StreamYard. All right, Big Skip, man. Make sure you don't go to the store hungry, though, man. You'll come home, you'll be broke. That's what I do all the time. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I got to take a bathroom break, and I'll be right back for you guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, sorry about that. I am back. Thank you. Anyone use the looping function? I have not. I haven't even used it on my old GoPro. Um, I've always, when I fish, I do the, all right, man. Thanks, Gio, for stopping in. I appreciate that. But Living MN, I've heard good things about it. But when I fish, I just have it close to me, my GoPro, when I usually had it on my head or something. And if I know or I think I'm going to get a bite or something, I just press record, and then I just cut out all the hand movements in front of it first. You know what I mean? Like if I'm fishing with my pig sticks or something, I throw it in, and I'll be fishing. I'll feel the fish tap it or something, and then I'll go click, and I'll hit my button, and then I'll set the hook, and I'll cut out all the stuff before it, and you just get me like standing there and setting a hook and starting to catch the fish that way. That's what I was doing with my old GoPro. I have a GoPro 2 actually, but it's still great. I mean, it's just a little bit bulkier than this thing, but it has the waterproof cover and stuff on it, so it's a little heavy if it's on your head. So when I use it on my chest, yeah, it's okay on my chest. But yeah, I haven't used the looping tool at all. And yeah, Living MN, man, if you guys are in here, go check them out. They blew up big time. They have some really cool information, or like the reports, the fishing reports and everything, and that really shot them out there. They got a lot of subs after that. So that was a real good thing you did there. Living MN's probably busy now, and I know you guys are working with a lot of different companies now too, aren't you? Indiana Chris, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. This is just my test live, but I think it isn't a test anymore. It's an actual live. So I'm going to probably just post it and try to get the watch time hours for it now. Before I had, if you've seen before, I had like 10 lives up, and I went back and I erased them all. But they were like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. I couldn't figure out my sound, and it was bothering me because I had my phone volume up and I wasn't even thinking about it. And I was talking, but then I was hearing it on my phone coming back, and it just was, I was like, I couldn't believe it. It was just driving me nuts. And I'm like, duh, just like if you're doing StreamYard and YouTube on your computer and you have both of them on, you hear that echo. So I turned my phone down so I don't hear the echo or anything now, and everything's fine. And I really like that I could follow the chat now here. Thanks, Ray, for sharing links. I appreciate that. And, but yeah, so everything seems like it's going good. It's nice. It's just nice. And like, I make baits on my lives. I tried to do something different. Like, I didn't see that on YouTube. A lot of people were like going live and they're actually making the baits and things like that. So I started doing that, but it was with my phone. So I was constantly moving my phone to show people how to make the baits. So now what I can do is, that GoPro is so easy. I could have it set up where I think it could get me and the baits, you know, with the view that it has. My phone, it was pretty close, and you could only either see me, or I moved the phone down so you could just see my hands and making the baits. But with the GoPro now, I think I can get everything in the picture, and then I could have my phone in front of me and following the chat like I am now, and sharing screens and stuff like that. So like, I could go, let me see here, I could hide this, and I can't bring it up on the live, the sharing of the screen, but I could share like links and stuff too, I believe now. So I could go, let me see, like this is my GoPro. This is the link that I got here. So I copied the link, and then if I go back in, if I put it up here, I can just put GoPro Live. I'm just going to put down GoPro Live, and then I have the link here, and I paste it, and then I put it up, and then there's the GoPro Live video came up, and you guys should see that in the chat, that's great for me. It's just a big step up for me and what I was doing. Like, I couldn't share anything or like do anything, so now I can close it. I can go into searching everybody, and like the Sunfish King say, he's always first on my list because we work closely together. If I put him up, I could do the share it, and then I can go in. I could do some sharing too now, if I want, or put up my email and stuff like that during the lives for my baits and stuff like that. But yeah, I could share that. No. So, but yeah, it's a step up for me, and I'm happy. And the quality, I think. Hey, JA, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in to say hi. I appreciate that. I'm just doing it live with my GoPro now. But everybody, the quality's good. Everything's good. The sound's good. Ray Williams. Live in MN, who I use for my apparel. I go overseas for it, and they do all my performance shirts. I found them on Instagram a long time ago, and I wanted to do something different because everybody was selling t-shirts on YouTube and going through like Teespring and doing things like that. So I went a little bit, I took a chance actually and started going overseas with this company, and the shirt prices, everything was great. It's all dye sublimated. It's not like screen printed on, so when you buy the shirt, it doesn't fade or anything like that. It's an actual performance shirt, and it was a fishing shirt. And I was like, everybody's selling t-shirts, so I'm gonna go and actually sell the shirts that I would wear out there. Like, and they're not to stay warm; they're to keep the sun off you when you're fishing. I have a hood for the sun. I have a short sleeve shirt and a long sleeve. And I went with this company. I took a chance, and the first time I ordered, I was nervous because I had a Western Union them the money. And I was like, I'm going to Western Union this company this money, and I'm never going to see any products, because you hear all kinds of horror stories about that. So at first I said, no, send me the stuff, and then I'll send you the money. So I could see his part too, though. Like, he didn't want to send the shirts if I wasn't sending the money. So I was like, you send me the tracking number that you shipped it, and then I'll send the money. So then that happened, and I sent them the money, and I got the shirts, and I love them. I did an unboxing here on my video on my channel, and everything worked out great. The hats were a little bit less quality than I would have liked, so I stopped really advertising for the hats. But the hats were like dye sublimated. They weren't like embroidered or nothing. They were okay. The visors were fine. I like the visors, and I like these dye sublimated visors because they won't, wear off or anything like that. So I took a chance and I went with them. Hey, Steve from Wyoming. What's up, buddy? Thank you for coming in. Good morning to you. I'm just trying to get this live done on my GoPro. Steve saw me. I showed him the GoPro last night. I was all excited, so I opened it up this morning and started my live and tried to get that. It took some time, though, Steve. There was some profanity involved, some choice words this morning, but I got it done. Had a company from Pakistan calling. Yeah, and that's what it is. It was like taking a chance like that. Now with that company, Live in MN, I took a chance and I did it, but and it worked out. And I placed probably 10 orders with them, but I was ordering 5 shirts, 8 shirts, and I was getting them. Now I don't talk politics or anything like that. Everybody has their own thing, but I think since that, whatever happened with the politic end of everything, and like I said, I don't want to get into politics, but all of a sudden the shipping and everything went haywire, and he was contacting me, and I ordered shirts, and the only thing that I didn't like was I ordered these shirts and I sent them to him, and I was expecting to get the shirts within a week. That's usually what the turnaround time was, a week to 2 weeks. So I sent him my order, and I'm ready. I'm waiting to get him, and I didn't get him in a week. I didn't get him in 2 weeks. So I called him, and I didn't even call him. I don't even have the guy's number. So talk about sketchy. I would use him on Instagram, and I was like, hey, where's the order? He goes, I can't order them out, bro, because I need 20 shirts or more. And I'm like, well, thanks for telling me that. I don't have no more orders. I have to get these shirts to the customers. That looks bad. And we went round and round, and I said, you know what? So I ordered shirts just for my family, because I had to make the order. And he won't ship shirts out to me unless it's 20 or more now, because he won't ship 5 shirts, 10 shirts, because it costs too much now from whatever happened with the shipping and everything. So it went haywire, and I haven't ordered. But he contacts me all the time. He's like, hey, you ready for your next order? I'm like, no, because I can't wait and have my customers wait. a month or 2 months until I get 20 shirts. Because I don't sell a ton of shirts, but I don't push them either, though. I mean, if I would advertise and push them, I'd probably get them. But that's a lot of work and a commitment that I don't have right now. So, I just wanted to put them out there. So that's why I was thinking about going with a Teespring or doing something like that. So I looked into all that and talked to Sunfish King about it. He said it's kind of a pain in the butt to get that going. Sometimes they mess up and do things. So I didn't want to go there, and I wanted to be a little different. I didn't want to just sell shirts and cups and stickers and stuff like that. So I got my daughter's friend to make me 100 stickers. And I wanted to support her because she has the machine and she does them. Now, I ordered from Sticker Mule, and I just ordered a pack of stickers from Stickers LA. And I'm trying them out because they had a 50 sticker thing for $19. So I tried them. You can't go wrong. 50 stickers for $19. So I'm going to try their quality too. So I suggest everybody, if you're getting stickers, just wait on Instagram until one of those things come up where you get the 3-inch stickers for $19 for 50 of them. And that's what I do. But my sister's friend, Sam, she made me like a 4 or 5-inch sticker. Now, I don't think that that's an indoor, I don't think it's an outdoor sticker as much as an indoor. But I have them for people to put on their sticker boards and things like that, or I put them on my boxes, on my giveaways. But my wife made a suggestion to me. She's like, why don't you just get the equipment and make your own shirts? So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about buying the equipment, the heat presses, the printers, and all that stuff, and doing my own shirts. That way I could put my logos and things on anything that I want. Now, dye sublimation is different than vinyl printing and screen printing and all that. Print it on there, then heat seal it onto your shirts. So that's what I think I'm going to do. And you said Teespring is pretty nice so far, and that's fine. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. Some people like T-shirts. Some people don't. I mean, it's just whatever you put into it. You know what I mean? Like, and Teespring's nice because you don't got to put a lot of work into it, I guess, after the work's done. Like, once you get everything set up, it works itself. So I was looking into that, but I think I'm going to just, I think I'm going to buy all the stuff eventually. I'm not saying like this year, but eventually I want to get into just doing my own apparel and me making it, or my daughter helping me make it, like a family thing, get everybody involved in it. And that's what I like to do. That's the reason why I got into the YouTube, was so I can do what I like, but also do it with my family. Going fishing, hunting, taking them out with me, quad riding. That's why I have the family series, the hunting series, the fishing series, the cooking series. Now I have a live series. So I do everything. I try to get the family involved. It don't work out all the time. Sometimes my daughter or my son wants to go to their friend's house and don't want to go fishing with me or whatever. But that's just the way it is. But they have the opportunity to do it with me, and that's all that I can ask for right now. So. But yeah, living in to answer your question, it is sketchy when you're working with people like that, and you're, like you said, that Pakistan thing, that's taking a big risk. Yeah, and like that dye sublimation, like the pricing over there was great. Like you could make a couple bucks on it, but here you gotta sell your shirts for $30-$40 to make $5 on a shirt. And it just doesn't seem, with all the work and all the effort and everything, if you're selling shirts, obviously you need to make money on it. You're not giving your shirts away for free. It isn't cost efficient. You can't do that. I wish I could do that. I mean, and that's what I do with my baits. I send a ton of baits out for free. I get very few orders, so I'm going to be trying to push a lot more orders this year and selling my baits and doing advertisements to try to replenish my materials for more giveaways and things like that. But I do a ton of giveaways, and people ask me, and it's hard to say no. But I don't want to say no, but it's starting to get to the point where I'm sending a ton of material out there, and then I'm just buying it with my own money and bringing it back. And I want to do that for everybody. And it helps me get my name out there, and it also, I want the people to enjoy what I make, and I love doing it. But you can't do that forever. So there comes a point where you gotta say, hey, you know, if you want, maybe I'll do like a buy one get one free type deal or something like that in the future. But I don't like asking for donations and things like that. I do have Venmo and PayPal in my descriptions, but I don't push that. Um, I get people sending me donations here and there that I didn't even know, and I look on my Venmo and I see a donation, and then they describe what it was for, and then I email them back and thank you and everything. But I don't push that. Maybe I should push it a lot, but I don't know. I don't know. That's not me asking. I don't want to ask for money from people to help me out. I do need it, but I hate asking for it. You know what I mean? It's nice, and it goes right back into my channel. I don't spend it on anything. It'll go for all my bait materials, for any products that I use, and back into the channel, you know, for equipment and things like that. But it's just hard for me to ask. Like, people can get on lives and say, hey, you know, I have PayPal, donate to this, please. Now, maybe when I get the super chats and the super stickers and everything, and I do lives, it'll be easier because people can do that without me really asking for it. But that's really not me asking for donations. And some people, it comes second nature to them, and they can do that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I have a hard time asking, hey, you know, donate to me. And so I just don't do it much. Maybe I should have done it more, but I that's just not me. So I don't know. Let me catch up on the chat real quick here. Downtown Ernie Brown's in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Sorry if I took so long. I like to talk. Mike Irvin, thank you for coming in. Ray's still in here, living in. If you get that set up, maybe I can hire you to print some stuff. Yeah, and that's like sort of what I was thinking. Do you do paddle tails? I'd order 4-inch. I have 4-inch paddle tails. Living MN. That's what I actually Ugly Dog Lures just ordered a couple paddle tails off me, so I'll be making them. And Geo just ordered a bunch of baits off me also, so that was cool. But yeah, I do make a 4-inch. They're called the Bang Bang Shad. If you go onto my Facebook page, I haven't updated of my video on YouTube with all my baits or my Instagram, but my Facebook page, Off the Hook Outdoors, my Facebook page I have it pinned on the first one. It shows you a description of all my stuff. I don't have a picture of the paddle tails on there, but if you want to, you could email me, and I can send you pictures of the paddle tails. Or my last live, I have a picture of the paddle tails on there. But I'm going to share my email with you guys now, and you guys could email me, and we could talk about it. But the pricing is on there on my Facebook Off the Hook page, Living MN, and you could check that out. Here's my email here. You could email me, and we could talk, and I could send you pictures and all that. If I can learn how to spell, that would help also. Let's see, email. Okay. Yeah, so that's my email address right there. And there's my Ray just shared my Facebook. Thank you for that, Ray. I appreciate that. Would you ever sponsor a giveaway? Would I ever sponsor a giveaway? I am doing a big giveaway with the Sunfish King right now. Over $2,500 worth of prizes. We're giving out prizes for the top 10 right now for a YouTube starter kit. So check that out if you haven't. But I would do... I would sponsor a giveaway. I do a lot of giveaway. I donate a lot of baits for people's giveaways right now. And I'm doing a real big, I think it's one of the biggest giveaways on YouTube. I don't know what you guys think, but it's one of the biggest giveaways I've seen on YouTube in a long time, if not probably the biggest. But yeah, I mean, I would sponsor it. I wouldn't sponsor anything right now because I'm into so much stuff right at this moment. But in the future, I have no problem with sponsoring giveaways and things like that. Like I'm even making baits for Sunfish King's memberships. If you become a member on his channel, I think it's I don't even know what it is, Off the Hook God or something like that. then if you become a member on his channel, he emails me and says, hey, JA's just became a member, and then I make baits and send them to you as like a free gift for becoming a member. So I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes for people also. So yeah, and like I said, and that's why I was talking about the the donations and things like that for materials and stuff, because I give out a lot of material and I just want to replenish it, basically. That's all. But I hate asking for donations. Roughly how much would 100 4-inch paddle tails cost? I think right now I'm selling paddle tails for per pack, which is like 12 in a pack. I think they're like $10. But if you wanted like 100 of them, we could talk about prices. Definitely, I would give you a bulk price on that one, Living MN. Yeah, we could talk about that. If you want to email me, we could do that behind the scenes also, so it's not on the chat. But yeah, I could definitely do something like that for your paddle tails. We could talk about color, or if you wanted to mix colors up and do different colors. I can't do laminates in a paddle tail. I just do solid colors, but I have glitters and stuff like that. So we could talk about that, definitely. If you're interested in that, we could talk about price. Chillin' in Indiana is in the house. I don't know if I missed you. I'm sorry. I don't know when you came in. Yeah, but there's a lot of channels, like you were talking about, like sponsors for giveaways. There's a lot of things. I have a lot of ideas I want to do, but like I said, time and stuff like that right now, it's so hard to have time to do everything. But in the future, I want to work with a couple channels that I'll be reaching out to. There's a lot of channels that I want to do collabs with this year, and in the future, I would love to go fish with Living MN in the ice castle, or just do, because I don't do that kind of fishing. So like, I want to collab with people that I haven't done it, so I can learn from them. And they're really good at ice fishing and things like that. And just me and Sunfish King want to do a collab. I wanted to do a collab with Kentucky Guy Fishing. There's a lot of people that I wanted to get with, and Boxy Outdoors. I'd like to get with him this year and do some fishing. He wants to do bass fishing, so I'm going to go show him what I do up on my home lake up there. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that I want to do, and I have some ideas for giveaways in the future with some channels that I'd like to reach out to and do that. But like I said, that just comes with the time. Yeah, Living MN. Yeah, definitely message me, and we will talk about it. Tina Ladybug, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Doing a live on my new GoPro 10. It was basically a test live, but now it turned into a real live. I appreciate all you guys for coming in. I don't know if you saw my preview on my late season crossbow hunt in Ohio, my preview video, but I'm actually getting into a little bit different editing and things like that, so I incorporated that in that video. I think it was a little bit too long, though, of a preview video. I used a lot of clips from my videos that are coming out. So I think in the future, I am going to be doing preview videos to try to hype up my videos that are coming out. So I will be doing that. Look for that in the future. And I'll be doing that kind of editing on those. I don't use that kind of editing in all my videos. I think that's too much for me in my videos. That isn't my style. But to hype up my video for previews, I think it's perfect for doing that. So I'm going to start doing that in the future with my videos coming out. You're going to get a preview video, and it's going to be edited. It's going to be crazy with some music and like hyping it up and the special effects and things like that. And then I'll release my video. I think I'm going to release my day one video of that Ohio hunt probably this Thursday. Tomorrow, I think, maybe, if I have time to release it. If not, it's going to be Monday, I think. So keep looking out for the previews and stuff like that. So what do you think, Tina? Does the live look okay? All the sound and everything's good for you? There's a way to zoom also on this GoPro, and I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm going to look. If Sunfish King and you do one, we should do one because I live close. Yeah, you mean a collab? Yeah, we're definitely. I think Sunfish wants to come up to my lake house in the summer and stay for a few days. So, because I have a house right on the lake up north of me that we do all our summer activities up there. I have a place up there, and then I have a place down south of Pittsburgh that I have 89 or 90 acres of land that I hunt on. We ride quads and things in the winter, and it's like a farm that we have down there. We have a house down there. We have a pond, shooting range, and things like that. So in the winter, I rent out my lake house to the college students from Edinburgh, and I make money in the winter up there, and then I use my place down for hunting season then. And then in May, I go up and I open up the kids move out, and then I go in and we do our cleaning and everything for the summer, and then we use it as our summer home to do all our fishing and activities during the summer. So I have like a hunting season and I have a fishing season, and everything, we have it all planned out. That's why I'm only doing hunting. I don't ice fish that much. I only hunt during that time, and then in the summertime I'll fish. So it's a schedule. You look beautiful. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I just got my hair cut too for the live, so my hairs look good and everything. So as long as I'm looking good, that's all that matters, right? If I don't know what I'm doing, as long as you look good doing it, that's more than half the battle. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff in our giveaway, so whoever wins that is going to be very happy. Yeah, and the thing it getting used to is the GoPro and your whatever you're streaming from, like your phone or your computer. There is a delay, and it depends, I guess, on what it is. But sometimes you have a 20-second to like a 30-second delay. So I could see myself on the phone where I could like wave like this, and then like 20 seconds later on my phone you'll see me wave like that, and that's kind of weird. So I don't look at myself on the phone. I'm just looking at the chat because it drives me crazy in my head. So, and I was like, before, I'm glad I got the sound figured out anyway. Truman Lake is good there, Jay. And yeah, I may go down there also. Yeah, it took me a while to get my hair cut there, living there, man. But yeah, if I win, I'll be happy. Yeah, there's a lot of good prizes in that giveaway. But yeah, with the family thing and running around trying to get a haircut and do this and do that and shopping and work and school and activities, and I work 3 to 11:30 in my work. I'm low man on the totem pole, so I'm like, I get the evening shift until somebody retires, and then I can move back to daylight. But in the summertime, I go on daylight. But during school time, I work for a school district. I'm 3 to 11:30 because I have to fix things that the kids break at night. So I do HVAC. I have a carpenter's degree. I have my degree in carpentry and technical construction. I have my HVAC universal license. I have my gas tight license. I have my CPO pool license. So I got all that stuff. So I work on just about everything at the school. At the schools, I do 6 schools. So I have work orders at night that I got to perform, and I do all that. So it's always busy. But I miss that shift, though. You miss a lot of the kids' activities in the evenings, like all their games and things like that, which is tough. It's very, very tough. And I'm not going to lie, it's good money and everything like that, but it's very, very tough. But I'm just sticking it out until my time comes when I go back to daylight, when somebody retires, which should be within a year or two. So I'm hoping everything works out and it was all worth it. So living MN, what's the weather up your way right now? I know it's probably minus something. And are you doing any fishing this week, and you have anything planned? Yeah. He's been avoiding the ball. My dogs are passed out. I'll show you. It must be nice. Here. There's my silver lab laying there on the couch all comfy. And then there's my yellow lab over there all comfy. 6 to 3 a.m. I was going to go fishing after work today, but I have to go feed a friend's little pig. Okay. There you go. Fishing Lake Superior. You like that lake. Isn't that your favorite lake? I know you do well on that lake when there's not just ice fishing. I think you really like the lake, period. I think you do really good there. Cooper Mayfield, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. Just doing a little live here on my GoPro, my new GoPro 10. My first live from there. I was just checking it out. Yeah, they just lay around. They're cool. The silver lab's awesome. The yellow lab, that's a girl, and she is one of a kind, I'll tell you that. But they're cool. Takedown catfishing. What's up, man? Thank you for coming in. How are you? Top 3 favorites. So Lake Superior's is top 3. What are your top 3 lakes up your way? I don't even know how to say that one lake you do the fisherman. Is that Lake Winnebagoshus or something like that? I can't remember what that is, but it's a pretty cool name. You do a lot of... Did you actually... I wanted to ask you also, did you extend your reports to other lakes in your area too? I know you were talking about that on your last live. You were thinking about extending your reports to other lakes or further out or something like that. I didn't know how that was going. Female ivory lab, nice. So you know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Ray, for sharing that link. So I appreciate that. Yeah, but it's cool just to come in and just chat too, you know, instead of nice just to sit down and have a live that way. Very good with the lake name. Okay. Cool. So I said it correctly. I like watching those reports, even though I'm not there. I wish I was around your area because you give everybody some really good reporting on the lakes for the weekends and stuff like that. Like when you're going. They do that here. Like I could call the bait shop up at Erie, like for steelhead, when a steelhead are running. And you can call the bait shops. And they're usually pretty good with giving you reports. Like, you know, you would think that, oh no, they just want you to come up there and spend money, but they're really good with giving accurate fishing reports and accurate you know, the creek, you know, the depth of the creeks, the flow rates and all that stuff. They're really good at doing that. So that's really good that you're doing that, living that, man. That's really cool. That helps a lot of people out, I think, more than you know. You know what I mean? Well, you know, I mean, even just your channel that blew up like that, so you're definitely doing something right. And I think that's a big plus for in your area, what you're doing. And it's a great thing. I respect that. Working on making connections for other fishing. Yeah, I know you were working on that. And I know you went to a lot of your, a lot of the people that you do the reports for. You actually went and met the owners of the resorts and stuff, correct? All right, J.A., thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate that. Like that buck in the background. Yeah, that was shot in by my mom's house. That was a local deer. Real nice brow tines. But yeah, see, I lost the connection there for some reason. There's another buck there. I have a couple of Ohio bucks. There's one above the TV there. And I have a few downstairs. So I did just lose the connection one time. That's really good, Living MN, and that's great for you because if you increase their business, then that means that they could do something for you, and that's really good. And I guess that's the whole idea of doing that. Besides helping the people out, which I'm sure you want to do, but that's a big plus there. Yeah. So that'll definitely work out for you guys in the future. Yeah, it looks nice. I have 2 on my wall and 8 and a 10. Yeah. Yeah, that deer I shot that first day of PA season in 2005. Never forget that day. I was sitting in my tree stand, and it was dark out, and I heard 2 deer coming on off the hill, and they were 10 yards in front of me, and it was pitch black out, and they started fighting. And it was the craziest thing that you've ever heard in the woods. And they were fighting, and my heart's pumping, and I'm like breathing. I could hear my heart beating. That's how crazy it was. And they stopped fighting, and it was getting light out, and I seen the throat patch on the one buck. And I just saw that walking down behind me, and he walked away. And the other buck walked away, or so I thought. But here, that buck right here that I shot was bedded down 25 yards away from me in the thicket, and I didn't even know it. So I'm sitting there, and as it gets light out, I'm looking around for these deer, and they're gone. And I look, and I just happen to be looking to my left at about 10 o'clock, and I see a rack move. And I'm like, oh my God, he's right there. So he was looking basically directly at me. So I waited till he turned and looked up this bench that I was hunting, and he looked up, and I slowly slid up and stood up of my tree, and I used a grunt call, and I put it behind me, and I grunted, and he stood right up, and he looked right at my tree, and his hair on the back of his neck stood up, and he walked out, and he was angled towards me, like quartering towards me, and I couldn't shoot him. So I pulled my bow back when he turned away, but he was still standing there. It seemed like 10 minutes, and he finally went perfect broadside, man, and I put a perfect shot on him. He ran right down towards my truck and died probably 40 yards away from my truck. And I was so excited, I didn't even field dress him there. I tagged him and drug him in my truck and went home and showed my mom and dad. I was so happy. And I was working for Gander Mountain at the time, and they did like an article on it. And then Buckmasters also did an article. I was in their magazine for that also. And then I got like a plaque from them. So that was pretty cool. Let's see who's on the chat. Indiana Chris, Takedown Tax Fishing, Downtown Ernie Brown, Ray, Firebird still in here, and Living MN. Yeah, they treat us very well in return. Yeah, that's good. They sort of return the favor. Yeah, increasing our business 300%. I'm sure they don't have no problem with that. Hopefully they're giving you free weekends there to stay there with them. And free meals or something. Yeah, he ran right down to the truck, man. It was funny. It was a perfect hunt. Couldn't get no better. I was done, and I never shot a deer on first day ever in my life, and that was the biggest deer I ever shot right there. And that was first day, and usually first day I'm never excited because I don't really see too much, or I see little bucks during the first couple weeks, and yeah, it just happened that day, the 2 bucks. I don't even know what the other buck was that was fighting him. So I hunted there for a few more years after that, but I never got anything bigger than that deer out of it. But yeah, it was a perfect hunt. I was done. I went home. Then I field dressed him at home in my mom's backyard. I'll never forget that. And she wasn't too happy with me doing it in the backyard on the porch. And so I had to clean up after myself, put it that way, after that. And then I took my deer, put it back in my truck. I was so excited. Then I went out to Gander Mountain where I was working and showed everybody there. And everybody was coming out and checking out and taking pictures. And then I sent the picture in the Buckmasters. And then the editor called me and said, write a story about my hunting trip, my experience. So I wrote the story. And I was really proud of it because he only had to edit like 1 paragraph out of like a page and a half that I'd written. So I was really proud of that. And then he wrote the story in Buckmasters, and I got the book and all that. And then I was using the G5 broadhead at the time. And I was sending the picture to everybody. I got Chuck Adams to sign my picture at the outdoor show. So I was really happy with that. Really proud of it. And, you know, to me, that was the biggest buck in the world, you know, because that was my biggest. It's a great feeling. And I remember that day like it was yesterday. And that's the reason why you hunt and fish, is you create them memories and you never forget them. So. All right, Indiana Chris. Sorry I missed you. He's leaving. For everybody in the chat, hit that like button if you don't mind. That helps out the channel. If anybody hits that like button. And then maybe after whenever this posts on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind going back into the comment section of this live and make a comment for me too. That also helps the channel with the algorithm and all that stuff with the interaction. Also, I wanted to say something too while I'm thinking about that. What I started learning on YouTube was like algorithms and things like that, and interactions with people that are following you and things like that. So what I started doing, I don't know if any of you guys noticed on your videos, when I start watching a video, Rachel ever deer hunted, shot a deer in the first hour, she has. Yeah, and that's the same thing that happened to my daughter last year. I actually have the video on my YouTube channel. It's one of my first videos I made. I didn't get the shot on camera though, and that bugs me to this day. I was just learning, and I didn't have the camera on when I videoed. I was so excited. But my dad was in my dad's blind with my dad and my daughter. It was the first time she ever hunted. She was using my crossbow, and she went out, and we had doe come in the field. It was we had a food plot out, and there was bucks all through this. I had pictures of bucks everywhere all year. And that night, all the doe came in, and the doe left, and she was like, "Daddy, I'd like to shoot a doe." And I said, "Sure." And this doe came in within 35 yards, which I thought was a little bit far. And I said, "Okay, put the second crosshair on it whenever you're ready." And she went boom, and she shot, and she laced this deer, and it ran to the edge of the field and crashed. And I knew it was down, but she didn't. But my dad went crazy. I went crazy. I actually started crying like a little girl, you know what I mean? Like, because it was my little girl shooting a deer for the first time. So that feeling was like better than the buck that I shot. And we had our moment in the stand with my daughter and my dad, and it still like chokes me up a little bit today. But I knew it was down, and so I reloaded the crossbow because I knew there could be a buck coming in. It was still like an hour left of light, but I could tell my daughter was anxious, so we got out early, which I didn't want to, but I could tell she was anxious to go find it. So I videoed her on the blood trail and her running. She found a deer, you know, and she went over, and my dad was in the picture and everything. So that was really cool. So I got the chip, and I don't want to ever erase it on that camera. So I kept the chip, the SD card, and I got it hid. I put away, and I always keep it, even though it's on my computer and stuff, or my wife's computer. I still have that chip, and I don't ever want to erase that off of there. So I keep the chip hidden. But yeah, as I was saying, with the YouTube and everything, with the comments. So I was just researching, and the more interaction with, you know, the video, like the comments and things, helps the algorithm, helps them ranking your videos. It's, you know, the more interactions you have a good video, you're here. The algorithm is like a mountain, you know what I mean? And they have good videos and bad videos. So the views count, they get put into like what I call a pot, where it's, you know, you got so many views, and they separate everything. So if you have 0 to 100 views, may go into the okay videos or whatever. So I believe they separate these videos, and then by that, then they go by your likes. I think a dislike to me is basically as good as a like, but you want to have more likes than dislikes. But dislikes are still an interaction on your video, so I think it's still a positive. Even though people don't like the dislikes, it's still an interaction on your video, so I think that's okay still, as long as you have more likes than dislikes, because you don't want that. But then after that, they go to your comments, and they see how many people interacted and made a comment, how many people are interested in your video. And then I think that's another area where they separate. So all those things with your views, your likes, your comments, it moves you up the ladder on the YouTube algorithm. And then, of course, your hyperlinked hashtags are on there. I think that helps where it places your video. And so what I've been doing when I'm watching videos, and I don't know if some people like it or don't like it, but what I do is I sort of will start the video and I watch, as I'm watching the video, I don't wait till the video is over and make one comment. I'll comment throughout the video. Like if I see something that I want to make a comment on, I will comment on that part. And then I continue watching the video. So you may have anywhere from 1 to 10 comments from me on your one video. And that's just me, and that's the way I like to do that, because as I watch the video, if I watch the whole video, I may skip a comment that I wanted to make on something that you did at the beginning of your video, but as I go through the video, I'm like, okay, and you'll see a lot of that with people, nice video, with a thumbs up, and I do that too, or congrats, great video. So what I started doing was watching the video, and as I'm watching the video, I'll comment, like, hey, oh, that was a nice fish that you caught on that grub. And then I'll continue watching it, and I'll be like, oh, that's a nice rod that you're using. What kind of rod is that? Or anything that I want to know about the video, I'm commenting in the video. And I think that helps the video with the interactions. And that's just what I do. And so if you see that, me making multiple comments, that's why I'm doing it, is to help the video. But also, I'm asking questions and I'm interested in the video. That's why I make comments throughout so I don't miss anything. That's just the way I'm doing things, that's all. Hey, Sunrise, thanks for coming back in. So, Mike Irvin, here's our buddy Chris, you. Anybody I miss? Yeah, the recommendations and stuff like that. YouTube messages us. Did they send an email to you guys? Or do they have it on, is it on your YouTube channel? Yeah, and I think that's just from what I researched. I've been doing a lot of research on just, if something comes in my head, like how to get more subscribers, then I will go and I will I'm the type of person that wants to know, like, I'm not technical on, like, these computers and things like that, but, like, with information on fishing, hunting, and all that, I dig deep into it. And the YouTube thing, really, I'm interested in it because this is what my hobby is and what I like to do. And I don't care about the monetization as much as people think I do. You know, like, it'll happen when it happens. I'm not trying to go out there, boom, I want to get it, I want to start making money on YouTube. That isn't how it is for me. I'm worried about the better content and upscaling my game with my videos and better content right now. The monetization will come to me eventually. That's fine. I'm not worried about it or pushing it. But I do a lot of research on things. So, like, and this is what I'll do. Like, and it's weird, and my wife's like, you're crazy. But I'll think of something, like, while I'm sitting around, or something on my channel will set me off, like, why doesn't, like, the check marks on you know how you have your YouTube, what it should be, and you'll have, like, views 60 to 160, and if you have a check mark, you're like, okay, I'm in that criteria. But if I have that negative, like that number that's down, I'm thinking, well, how can I get that up there? So I look into that stuff, and I'll dig into, like, how I can better that, or how do I get a better keyword search and things like that, and, you know, commenting, or like interaction. How do I get more interaction with my followers and things like that? So I do that. I research it, and I spend a lot of time on, like, say a subject, how to get more subscribers on your channel. And I will research that on YouTube, and I will Google it, and I will look at it, and I'll read stuff on it. And even if I only get, there's a ton of information and all that, but even if there's one part that stands out for me that I remember, I'll either remember it or I'll write it down in my notebook. And I always keep my notebook right here with the pen, and right now it has all my giveaway winners and stuff like that. And I keep a notebook with me for ideas, and if I have an idea for a video, I write it in my notebook. And I have another notebook right here, and this is all my giveaways, all my receipts, all my people that I've talked to, all emails, On here, it looks crazy, but it's all my share codes, my Facebook passwords, all that stuff, and all the people that I've met through YouTube. And so this is all information on things. And that's what I do. I write them down, and then I'll research the crap out of it. And I won't get it all the first time I do it. So I'll revisit that later on also. I'll go back and say, oh, YouTube, how to get YouTube subscribers, and I'll research it, and I'll take something else out of it. And I try to add that and incorporate that into my channel as I do that. And I've noticed, I think my channel is getting better. And we all are getting better the more we do it. But I'm just trying to dig into the technical part of the YouTube and trying to figure the YouTube out. Because you get people out there saying all kinds of things. Like YouTube is starting to catch on to, if you're saying hook set in the chat, like YouTube is taking those people away because you're using that word hook set instead of the S word. So YouTube don't like hook. I don't know if I believe all that. I've heard that they're sending, YouTube has people to come into your chats to check your chat out. Like that you're not trying to do like a sub for sub deal and things like that. I could see that. I don't know how they have people coming into your chats to check it out. They might be able to, but I don't know why they would do that when all they have to do is watch your chat themselves where they're at. So I don't know how that works with like people coming in as an account and like interacting with you to check on your lives and things like that. I don't know if I really buy that part, but because YouTube can just look at your live when they're editing it and checking it out and seeing if you're got any copyright issues or anything, they could see all that in your chat. So I don't know if they go that far and do an ad when they have the technology to just check it where they're at. But I don't know if the words, are they catching on to these words? That's why people are losing subs in these lives. They get 10 subs and then in 2 or 3 days they lose 12. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out my thing and how I can make my channel better with the algorithms, the keywords, the hashtags, your titles, your thumbnails, anything that I can control. I'm trying to better like that, you know. So let me check the chat here. So I don't know how you feel about that. Live in MN, do you think that's something? And you use the hashtags on that? Like, I believe hashtags are something, and I know that the first 3 they hyperlink those in the chat in your channel. The first 3 hashtags, I know they hyperlink them, so that's the most important hashtags that you should have listed first. Which I'm a victim, and I'm a victim of that. Where sometimes I don't think that through when I'm putting up a video. If you don't have time or something, you're putting in like I have a hashtag finder, but I'm noticing more and more that. Also, I researched while I'm on the subject of the hashtags is YouTube only looks at 15 hashtags on your channel. That's the maximum they will look at. If you do any more than that, they ignore it. At the beginning of my channel, I was going to my hashtag finder, and they had 30 or 40 hashtags on there, and I would look at them because some of them the hashtags were inappropriate for the channel or for that. But I would look through that. I would erase the hashtags, but I'd have 30 or 40 hashtags under a video, and YouTube would ignore that, and I didn't know that until I found out that they only look at 15 hashtags as the maximum hashtags that you should have on your channel. And I just recently, a couple weeks ago, figured that out and saw that. So I learned that. So now when I do a hashtag finder, I look at what I think is the best hashtag for that video and for me and my content. Because if you're writing hashtags on how to walk your dog and you're putting out a fishing video and it's in your hashtag, how can the algorithm figure that out? And I think that hurts you in placements of your videos. So I would erase that out of there or something like that and try to just get the fishing content, and anything that's related to my channel and that video I try to put in there. And I only do 15 hashtags now. So that's just something to think about, guys, whenever you're doing your videos, is what to research. Like, research it if you have the time. And just if you have a question, Google it, because you get a lot of your questions answered on Google. And I get that, yeah. absolutely hurts you. Yeah, I believe that too. But yeah, and if you're doing everything right, like I hear with this, with the hook sets, I guess, is if I go to your channel and I like your video and subscribe to you and hit the bell and I leave, is that considered an interaction? Does the sub stay? Or I've researched it on YouTube. What's the criteria for a sub? Well, it says on there you have to watch 30 seconds of the content, which on all of our communities I've heard you have to watch 5 minutes, sub, comment, hit the like button, and do all that to lock yourself in. Does anybody really know how to lock themselves in to a channel? The only way I look at it is when I sub to a channel and I comment and I watch a minute of it, I'll go back into my subscriptions and see who I subscribe to and see if it's stuck. But yeah, is it 30 seconds of a video? Is it 1 minute of a video? I'm leaning towards more of the 1 minute, because if you do a live and you put subscribers only, and I'm not subscribed to your channel and I try to comment, it'll say you must be subscribed to this channel for a minute or more. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, so YouTube is telling you you need to be there for a minute to become a subscriber. So I would think the 30 seconds is false. Now I need to do a minute or more. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about that. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I would think that's sort of like a red flag saying, if I can't get into this guy's live and make a comment because I'm not subscribed for more than a minute, that tells me that I need to be on his channel and watching some content for a minute or more with the subscribe, like, and all that stuff. And I don't even know if you have to be subscribed. The bell doesn't have to be turned on, but you have to watch their content for at least a minute or more. And that's just from getting the information back from what I got on YouTube. You can set the length to however long you want. Oh, you can do that? Okay, I did not know that. Did not know that at all. So that wasn't coming from YouTube. That's actually from the content creator, that he chose a minute and not 5 minutes. Okay, all right. Well, that makes sense. Now, right there, that just told me, okay, so that's incorrect, what I was thinking of. And that's what I'm talking about. I like talking in these lives to people that know that information. That's how you learn that stuff, you know what I mean? You can set that as a YouTuber. And where do you set that at, Living MN? Like if I, on this live here, if I wanted to set that, where do you do that at? Like setting up the stream, and then where there, is that like in extras or something like that? So I learned something on this live today that I did not know. That you can set the time of your subs. That you don't know. Okay. Yeah, so I'll have to research that now. That gives me something else to research, to figure out. Now, me being a small channel, I would want as many people in my live as I could. Not just a subscriber. Now, if there's certain, as I get bigger as a YouTuber, then if there's certain content that we want to talk about in there, and I don't want to say we don't want to be disrupted from people, because I'm always welcoming people in. I want the most people in. But if there's, say there's a few of us that are doing something, like say me, Living MN, Kentucky Guy, Geo Outdoors, Boxy Outdoors, we're talking about a certain thing and we don't want anybody, I don't even know if I would say that, like you don't want anybody in your live, because then you just do like a Google Meet or something off of YouTube. Right now I would want as many interactions on my lives as I can. Okay, so you think the studio. Okay. As in live. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that on my phone yet, so I have to check all that out and research that. But But yeah, I want the most interactions on my live. And I guess if they don't want people spamming it, but I mean, I can always use more supporters in my eyes. So I would welcome everybody into the lives, you know what I mean? And just have moderators, like you said, living them and removing the spams and the trolls in your live because you want to welcome everybody in. And that's, hey, Scorpio, what's up, buddy? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Doing a live today on my new GoPro 10. I'm live streaming from there. So just checking out the quality and the sound and all that good stuff. But I'm going to probably end this in about 5 minutes because I got to go get ready for work. And I really appreciate everybody coming in today. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. And if nobody has checked out mine and Sunfish King's giveaway, our YouTube starter kit, go to our channels and check out the video and enter. But yeah, after the live here today, if you wouldn't mind when it's posted, is to go back in and make a comment for me. That helps the channel out with the interactions and everything like that. I appreciate that. If anybody's interested in any of my baits, you could check it out on the most updated version is on my Facebook page, Off the Hook Facebook page. If you haven't went and gone and liked that page, please do that. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Fish Angler, and Fish Brain. Here is my email. I will put that back in the chat again so you guys could email me if you want to talk about anything about the baits or bait prices and things like that. And I will answer that question in 1 second there, Living MN. I'm trying to put my email on here real quick. Okay, so there's my email. The 2,000 or 3,000 Living MN. I guess it depends on what you're fishing for, how much line you want to use, and what size line that the reel will accept. Ray just shared my Facebook page. Thank you very much, Ray. I appreciate that. I don't even know if I know how to do my Facebook page and share it. I guess you go to my Facebook and hit share, but thanks for doing that, Ray. But yeah, on my Facebook page, I have my bait section pinned at the top comment, so you guys can go in there. The only picture I don't think that's on there is my Bang Bang Shad. If you want to live in MN, you can email me. We'll talk about that and baits that you want. And I do have a PayPal and Venmo at Off the Hook Outdoors. Either one. Venmo is the easiest, so if anybody wants to check that out and donate, which I don't like to say that, but yeah. Walleyes and deep lakers. Yeah, I would probably do the 3,000 on that one. You could put more if you have, if you like to fish heavy line, you can do that. But if you like to fish with a little bit lighter line, you probably put more line on that spool to give you some extra confidence in, if something spools. I've had fish spool my reel before. I've had muskie do that. But yeah, I would say the 3,000, and if you can use lighter line, like if say the 3,000 takes 300 yards of, or 210 yards of 30-pound test, you could put 10-pound test on and probably do 300 yards of it or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but bigger is not always better either. It depends. But I would say the 3,000 in that situation, definitely. So. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to be ending this here. Stay tuned for, keep an eye out for my lives that I do. Like I said, I do the bait giveaways. Now, in my lives, I do stickers, baits, and then I do a Off the Hook mystery bait box giveaway. That's usually a Plano 3600 series plastic tackle organizer full of my soft plastic. So that's usually the bigger one in the group. And I do usually anywhere from 5 to 10 giveaways alive. So, Brandon model. I like Shimano or Abu Garcia. I like the Sedonas. In Shimano, I like the Sedonas, the Saharas, and the Symmetries. That's reasonable priced, good quality products. If you want to go and spend, $600-800, you could look at the higher end ones. I think there's Stellas and stuff like that on a Shimano end that are really high priced. But Sedonas, Symmetries, and Saharas are my price range. The Revo, the spinning reels for I like the Revos and things like that for the Abu Garcia. And just to put that out there, Abu Garcia's customer service is great. I had an experience last year, and this year will be my first year. I had a Abu Garcia round reel. It was called a Record Series, and that was a musky reel. And I use that for bass fishing. I use that for my frog fishing because it pulls the heavy grass and everything out of there with the fish, because the fish will hit that frog and dive deep in the grass, and you need some, good reel. And so I have this Record Series, and I am a firm believer of buying quality because I fish every weekend or almost every day in the summertime. So I've had the cheaper reels, and I've had them blow up on me and strip out. So I got the Abu Garcia, and my gears got messed up in it. I would set the hook, and it would just strip. So I sent it in. They said they fixed it. They sent it back. I went back out. Same thing happened again. So I sent it back in again, which they accepted it. They said, yeah, sorry, send it back in. And they couldn't fix it. They said they didn't make the parts for it anymore. So I was all mad. I was like, man. And the representative called me and said, hey, since we don't make that, you can pick any reel in our line up to $400. So I was like, yes, I would love the Revo Beast reel. And that it's muscle, it's great. It's a low profile instead of the round reel. I wanted a low profile. As I get older, my hands start hurting more. So I went with the low profile Beast reel. I used 65-pound braid on it. And they sent me a Beast reel, free shipping, no cost to me. Sent me a brand new reel that I have this year that I want to debut this year, actually. No questions asked. They just sent it to me. And not too many companies would do that. And so that was nice. Yeah, but I like the Revo. Now, the Piscifun reels, I have a bait caster that I won from JV Outdoors. And I researched that, and that has brass gears in it. So that is a affordable reel that's really good. The Piscifun is what I call them. I don't know if you pronounce it that way, but I call it Piscifun. I have not yet had a spinning reel from them, and I think Live in MN, I think you do have some spinning reels. I'd like to try them, but the bait caster is very impressive. When my record reel was broke, I used a Lose tournament reel on that, and I did not like that reel for my bass frog rod, and I put that Piscifun on there. And I like that one better than my Lose reel that was on there. So the Piscifun now is on another ducket rod that I use for spinner baits and things like that. But that has some backbone to it, the reel. The gear system's really good in that. So I don't know how you like the... Yeah, there you go. The Piscifun reels. If you like them, I think they're well made for the price. I mean, if you research them, they have brass gears in them. They have metal gears. It ain't plastic. So I don't think you can go wrong with a reel that's made out of, brass or metal gears as opposed to plastic. You got both the bait casting and the spinning. Yeah, I like them. The Devo, you mean the Revo? I never heard of the Devo reel, but I don't know if you mean Revo. But yeah, the Revos, I like their, I don't have a Revo besides the Beast reel. But I like their drag, their poundage of their drag is up there. 25 pound drag, 27-pound drag, I think. I like that in my bass rods. And I know a lot of people use them for musky fishing too. But I like the Tranks, Shimano Tranks for musky fishing. I don't have one yet, but they're really nice. I'm hoping my wife watches this live and hears me say that, and then maybe Christmas or birthday I get a gift, but... Hint, hint, you know what I mean? So, but all right, guys, I guess I'm going to end this live. I appreciate everybody for coming in here on a moment's notice. I really appreciate Living MN. It was nice to see you. Thank you for supporting this live. I really appreciate that. Anybody, go back into this live and support everybody that was in here, man. It's some great people in here. I really appreciate that. Ray, thank you for sharing links. J.A.'s, thank you guys. Alvin Lewis, thank you. Living MN, I'm trying to think. Scorpio, thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate that. I'm going to wrap it up now and get ready for work. But stay tuned. You know, keep an eye out for my lives and my videos coming out here real soon. If you like the channel, please hit that thumbs up button at the end. Go back into live and make a comment after that. That helps the channel. So thank you guys for coming in, and we will see ya.